Hello. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. One of these days I'm gonna find a way to do an intro without feeling like an idiot. Today's not that day. Ooh. She's steamy. Yummy, but steamy. I have literally half an hour to get this done, and I am stalling. I'm using my new mug. On Wednesdays we wear black, because it is Wednesday, November 1st. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlie, and it is that time again. That time when I sit down and I share with you all of the unrealistic plans that I have for the month of November, and then we can all look back and laugh in a month when I don't follow through on half of them. Are we having fun yet? I don't know why I keep filming these videos, because all it does is give me anxiety when it's the end of the month and I realize that all of the promises I made at the beginning of the month are just empty promises. But why not keep the standard going? Why not keep that train moving? Let's just keep on doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, okay? Okay. So today I'm gonna share with you my video plans, my reading plans, some of the new releases that are coming out this month. First of all, let's discuss the video plans for this month. Insert cute little video plans card. I first want to just briefly mention that a couple of the videos that I said I was going to film in October have not been delivered to you yet. For that, I apologize. The good news is they're not canceled videos. They're not scrapped. They're not in the garbage just yet. I said I was going to film a Good Girl's Guide to Murder series vlog, and I started it. I read the first book. I enjoyed it thoroughly, but time forbade me from finishing that video. So it is coming. I don't know if it'll be this November, because I am not going to lie to you when I say I pretty much have the next 2 months scheduled to a T, and if anything goes wrong and disrupts that, I don't know what I'm going to do. If I can squeeze it in, I will. If not, it will come. It just may not be as soon as I promised. I also said to you that I was going to be filming a haunted house reading vlog, and I had plans to film reading these haunted house books in haunted locations in New York City. I went so far as to film in one of those haunted locations. I am currently in the Chelsea Hotel, and this apartment apparently is getting redone. It was just left open, and oopsie daisy, we decided to come in. Don't point to her. Don't you do that. Don't point to her.
This is like the most climactic video.
I learned very quickly that that is not a video that I can make just one of. If I want to do it, and I want to do it correctly, and I want to do it properly, and I want to do it the way I envision it, it's gonna be a series. Which is a huge undertaking. Number one, because my sweet little sister Lily has agreed to help me with it. Her schedule is probably busier than mine. So finding time for us to film in these locations has not been the easiest. I also realized in filming in the first location that I don't want to just wing it. As funny as it is to literally sneak around a place that I don't belong trying to film, I was a little scared I was going to get arrested. So I'm probably going to try to do it a little bit more above board and actually ask permission to gain access and film in these locations. So this is still going to happen. I am manifesting it with every part of my being, but it's going to take me a little bit of time to get these videos out. I know spooky season is over, but you know what? It's always spooky season in my heart. I don't know when these videos will come. I don't know where. No, I do know where. They'll come to my channel. I am still planning on doing them. I am still going to be reading haunted house books, and I am still going to be filming little mini, very unprofessional paranormal investigations in haunted locations. Anytime I can get a video up and out, I will do so. But I'm not going to make any promises as to when that is going to be. You're just going to have to wait and see with bated breath. So that covers October. and all of the empty promises I made. Now let's talk about November. For November, I am going to really primarily focus on mood reading. Last month I was very focused on providing all of the spooky content, really leaning into the spooky vibe of the season. I learned a very valuable lesson last month, and that is I am a mood reader. And as fun as these themed reading vlogs are, in my head, it's not that easy to follow through when I get burnt out after 2 books of the same genre. It's hard. It's hard. Look at me complaining again. That's all I do, I feel like. But it is hard. I do have 2 secret TBRs that I am planning on putting out this month. One of them is fairly specifically themed, genre themed. The other one, not so much, but it's a very specific TBR that I have to read for that video. I'm not going to talk about those books today because that will be a surprise for when they come. But other than those 2 videos, I really am going to focus on just allowing whatever book floats my fancy at the moment, allow that to be what I read. There will be reading vlogs, and it'll be a surprise for all of us what those reading vlogs consist of. Which takes us to the TBR for the month, what I'm calling top of the TBR pile. I have gathered a group of, let's see, 15 books that I am, at the moment, the most excited to get to. This is the TBR that I am going to be attempting to reach for throughout the month when I'm not focusing on secret TBR videos. I make no promises that I will get to all of these. In fact, some of these I think I had in my TBR last month and I still haven't gotten to. So we're seeing a trend, right? But I have some fantasy, I have some romance, I have some horror, some thriller. I want options. I want lots of options. Okay, 20 minutes. I have 20 minutes, 20. I need to go to work in 20 minutes. This should not be taking me this long. I have a variety of genres here. Basically anything and everything that might fit whatever mood I'm in at the time. How many times can I say mood in this video? Drink every time she says mood. No, don't. I worry for your liver. So at this current moment in time on November 1st, Wednesday at 1:36 p.m., what I am most in the mood for is fantasy. And that's probably the biggest pile that I have. So let's go through that really quick. I have some fantasy romance. Both of these were on my TBR last month and I did not get to them. I just did not have the time. These are probably the books I was the most excited for last month, but because they didn't fit into spooky season, I couldn't prioritize them. So this month I'm prioritizing them and I'm gonna get to them. I'm also going to add into that One Dark Window, which is also a fantasy romance. And then this random one I just picked up last weekend, Night of the Witch, because that's also a fantasy romance, I think. Aside from that, a couple of other books that I would love to get to if I have the time. I would like to get to Kingdom of the Feared, which is the 3rd and final book in this trilogy. And the reason that I'm so desperate to do that is because I want to read this beautiful book, Throne of the Fallen. I'm just obsessed with this cover, and because of that, I want to pick it up immediately. She has absolutely no right being this thick. No right at all, but I want to read her. And in order to read her, I have to read him. I don't know why he's a him and she's a her, and I don't know why I'm assigning genders to these books. I'm sorry, maybe they're a they. Who knows? I would also love to pick up Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. I would love to give this a try. Again, she has absolutely no right being this long, so the chances are unlikely. She is quite intimidating, but she's an option. She's there. She's ready. She's waiting for me. I also have a few romances I would love to get to. Top of the list is Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is the final book in this series. I just lent my mother the first 2 because I really think she would enjoy this series. I love it, and I'm so looking forward to this, although I don't want the series to end, and I think that's why I've been hesitating picking this up, because I don't want it to be over. I'm sad, but I do really want to read this. I do really want to get to it. I also have You Again. I thought I would try and fit this into October because of the fall vibes, but then I realized, wait a minute, November is fall too. Look at me using my big girl brain. So I saved her for November, and I would love to get to her soon. It's supposed to be like a When Harry Met Sally retelling, or those vibes, so I think it could be really fun. I also have The Unmaking of June Farrow that I have been dying to pick up. I loved her book last year, and so many people have been giving really, really high reviews of this book. I don't really know what genre to qualify this in because it's sort of fantastical and I think romancy, maybe even a little bit of like a mystery, so I don't really know how to qualify it, but I definitely would love to make the time to read her if I can this month. And then as far as horror thriller options, at the top of that list is Mayfly. This is because of a rave review. I had to pick it up immediately, and this cover is literally absolutely stunning. I think this is about a serial killer. It's a girl serial killer. That's all I know. That's all I want to know. And I cannot wait. I also cannot wait to pick up Nestlings by Nat Cassidy. Somehow, by the grace of God, this was supposed to come out on the 31st of October, and it ended up being in Barnes like a week ago, and I got super lucky and was able to get my hands early. Of course, that doesn't mean anything because I didn't pick it up early, but I just saw Gabby rave about this and give it a 5-star, so I'm even more excited to read it. All I know about this is this little blurb that says, harnessing the creeping paranoia of Rosemary's Baby with the urban horror of Salem's Lot. Like, there are needle-like bite marks on the baby. So I'm super excited to get to this. I also picked up The Butcher and the Wren. I just heard Destiny, I think, talk about this. She said it was like very quick paced, and that's exactly what I'm in the mood for. I think, again, this has to do with serial killers. It might even be like a serial killer couple, which seems fun. She's short, she's cute, I'm excited. Finally, I can't believe I didn't pick this up as soon as it came out. It's very unlike me, but I would love to get to Midnight is the Darkest Hour. I love Ashley Winstead. I love all of her thrillers. I haven't heard as good reviews about this one, but that's not going to stop me. If other people aren't loving it, I may still love it, you know? So that is pretty much everything on my physical TBR, aside from, like I said, some of the other books that are on some secret TBRs. That is another 12 books or so. So like I said, this is not realistic. I'm not going to get to all of these, but they're the ones that I'm most excited for at this moment in time. Finally, let's talk about the new releases in November. Luckily, this list is not nearly as extensive as some of the past months, and my wallet is so grateful because there are books I'm excited for, but I don't think they're books that I like need to get my hands on immediately when they come out. Most of them are like romances that I'm looking forward to, but it's not like an urgent need, so like it can wait. If I see it out, I'll pick it up, but it's not like I have to be there on release day buying the book and reading it. So that's good for me and my budget. The biggest release date of the month is November 7th, exactly a week from yesterday. Pretty much everything, for the most part, that I am looking forward to that's on my radar is coming out on November 7th. The biggest one, of course, is Iron Flame. This is the second book in the Fourth Wing series. I have every intention of trying to do a reread of this and then reading Iron Flame when it comes out, because even though I did read this recently and I loved it, just like every other girly out there, I fell right in with the hype, but I do want to read it again because I think I was so immersed in the hype and in the like conversation at the time that I don't feel like I really took my time with it. So I do want to reread this and then pick up Iron Flame. I also fell into the hype and ordered the holiday edition. I don't want to talk about it, guys. I don't want to talk about it. I won't be taking any questions, okay? I made a choice and it's a choice that I made, and we're gonna live with the consequences of that. But that comes out on November 7th and I'm excited. Also on November 7th, Lauren Asher has a new book coming out. This is the beginning of her new series. I very much enjoyed her Dreamland Billionaire series, so I'm looking forward to seeing what she comes out with next. This book is called Love Redesigned. I believe it is set in the same universe, the same world, same town maybe. It's a cute cover. I'm looking forward to it. Also on November 7th, we get The Good Part by Sophie Cousins. This is her latest release, and this synopsis intrigued me because basically this 26-year-old is tired of her life. She feels like her career hasn't gone anywhere. She hasn't found the right person. She doesn't have a family, and she makes a wish that she can just cut to the good part, get to the good part of her life where everything is going right and she has all of the things she always dreamed of. And then she wakes up married with 2 children. I don't know. Sounds interesting. I think all of us can relate to thinking, God, I wish I could just get to the good part. And I'm interested. I am curious and interested. The final book on November 7th that I am looking forward to is Check and Mate. This is by Ali Hazelwood. It is her first young adult book. I have loved all of her adult romances, and I've also heard very, very good things about this. I was a little bit hesitant because I don't know if I need a young adult romance in my life, but I've heard such amazing things, and she just writes such realistic, fun, interesting characters that I have to pick it up. I have to pick it up. It has to do with chess and rival chess players. It's all I know. It's all I want to know. So I'm getting it. I'm getting it and I'm reading it. And the final book that I am looking forward to for very silly reasons is called Do Your Worst. This book comes out on November 14th. It is by Rosie Danan. I honestly have never read a Rosie Danan book before. She had a very popular book in 2020 maybe called The Roommate, and then The Intimacy Experiment. The covers were adorable. I don't know why I never picked them up, but this cover immediately caught my eye and I knew I had to pick it up. First of all, because this man looks like Roy Kent. Does he not? Is he not Brett Goldstein, aka Roy Kent? I mean, I'm not crazy, right? This book has to do with a Scottish castle, and it is, I think, enemies to lovers. It actually says enemies with benefits. These two people are dealing with like a supernatural paranormal situation in this infamous Scottish castle. Say no more. That's all I needed to know. So that is my luckily very teeny tiny new release list. If I missed anything or if you've heard of any new releases that you think I would enjoy, please let me know because this list feels very small to me. So I almost feel like I'm missing something, but let me know. That's it. That's everything. I have to go to work. I have to leave. I have to leave you. I think I covered everything. I hope I covered everything. I'm sad to say goodbye to October, but I am excited for a new month, a new me, a new reset. It's a great opportunity to reassess, reevaluate, and start fresh. Start new. Let me know what books you are looking forward to this month, whether they be new releases or just the things that are at the top of your TBR. If you made it this far into the video, leave a little sword emoji because I am just honestly all about the fantasy right now. That is like all that's on my mind is reading fantasy, and half of them have like little swords on the cover. So leave me a little sword in the comments below. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again in another video very soon. Hopefully. Bye. I'm wearing my new mug. Good Lord. As far as video plan goes, nope. But even though to film reading these haunted house videos, nope. Last month I was very, that sentence makes no sense. So that anytime I feel I don't know what I'm doing. I have a variety of genres, and I'm getting but there. I also have a couple of romances that I would really like to get to. Oh my god. Have I ever filmed a video before? It's unclear. I very much enjoy horror. I very much enjoy, also a November. Wouldn't be a filming day if there wasn't an emergency somewhere. I just realized I still have Halloween behind me. You know what? It's always Halloween in my heart.